Welcome back to Buzz TV. I'm Howard Walpuff, your host. Businesses know that your information, your data is very important. Your documents, you need to have access to it at all times. You need to make sure that they're safe. And this day and age, there are companies that are out there helping to make sure that happens on a regular basis. Today, we're fortunate to have Michael Lombardi from Data Savers, who's here to talk about what he does to help businesses in many different ways. Michael, welcome to the Buzz.
Thank you, Howard. Happy to be here.
So you've been saving companies' data and storing it for quite a while now, haven't you?
Data Savers was formed in 1989.
Okay.
We are a woman-owned small business. The principal owner of the company is Charlene Sullivan. And just to give you a little bit of background, she started out this company on a $30,000 inheritance from her grandmother, and took that and parlayed it into, parlay is probably maybe not the right term, but transformed that $30,000 into a very robust company that we serve. We serve clients nationally. And I've been in business, like I said, since 1989. Essentially, three buckets of our business. When you talk about data and information management, we store clients, companies' records, paper files, microfilm, tapes, backup tapes.
Sure.
for IT rooms. Then we do a conversion. You know, media and information has various forms, whether it be paper, film, digital. So we convert one generation of media into another generation. And then at the end of the life cycle for information, we destroy it, you know, based on your company's retention policy. Retention meaning when that information has reached its expiration date. Okay. So clients notify us that information is no longer needed. Please destroy it. We encourage clients to have a retention policy. It's important that you follow your retention policy. You don't want information around too long.
Sure.
You know, you certainly need it for your corporation, for understanding historically what you've done in the past, et cetera. But there's also some liability if you keep information too long. I won't get into too much names here, but one of my former companies back in 2008, when we had the great financial meltdown, one of the companies who was storing records with us at that time suddenly put in a large order of destroying a great bit of their records. So they were a little forgetful to make sure they were getting their records destroyed on time. So it was important to them then, hey, we better get some records destroyed.
I can sense at that time it was.
Right.
But it's also important to make sure that documents are safe in a good place.
Absolutely. There's a lot of difference. You know, many companies, unfortunately, smaller companies, store their records on site in the basement or in a public storage facility. And the problem with that is, you know, you have no backup. If a catastrophic event hits, and you know we're at a time right now where we just had some catastrophic events. If a catastrophic event hits your facility, not only are you down, but you have no recovery. You've lost all your information, all your vital historical information, because you're storing it in the same place where you're doing business. So it's imperative that companies store their information off-site in a safe, secure area that's going to protect you from wind, going to protect you from flood. It's going to protect you from fire. Then we're a big federal contractor. We store records for the federal government, and in order to store records for the federal government, you have to be approved by the National Archives, NARA. And I don't have an exact count, but there's probably about 5,000 to 7,000 record storage facilities across the country. Of that amount, there's only 33 that are eligible to store federal records because they pass this rigorous and strict guidelines for facilities that NARA has instituted, and we're one of those.
That's
and
fantastic.
So it's pretty impressive, you know, to say that hey, we're approved to store records for the National Archives, and customers and clients, you know, they appreciate that. They know that our facility is, you know, not a public and not to. The little public storage companies,
but high level,
exactly,
and there's a high level of comfort and security that comes with being with a company like yours.
Absolutely.
So companies in Jacksonville who need to make sure that their records are being kept in a safe way and in a protected way. What's the best way to reach you so they can contact you to connect with your business?
We have we have a website. It's Data Savers USA. Is our website, www.datasaversusa. That's one way.
.com?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, yeah. And then our phone number is 904-786-5749. So either through calling or our website is the most easiest way to reach out to us.
Well, fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing everything about your business.
You're welcome, Howard.
Very exciting information for people to know, especially making sure that everything is nice and safe and secure on a regular basis. So definitely keep them in mind and reach out to them. And thank you for joining us today on Buzz TV.
Thank you.